Okay, thank you. We're back on the live stream, and this court is calling case number SP 127-68012, Markeisha Young. The charge is more than one life. That matter is set for trial today. Also, case number SP 127-67841, same defendant, driving 16 to 20 miles over the speed limit. That matter is scheduled for formal hearing. Count 2, improper equipment, and count 3 of that same charge, improper display of plates. And also SP 127-68011, same defendant, failure to disclose a concealed weapon license. Those matters were scheduled for formal hearing today. For the record, if Ms. Markeisha Young is in the virtual courtroom, please say your name for the record.
Markeisha Young.
Thank you, Ms. Young. And who's representing Ms. Young?
Good morning, Your Honor. Daphne Bradfield, P70578, on behalf of Ms. Young.
Thank you. And the officer who is the complaining witness in this case is also in the virtual courtroom. I'd like him to put his appearance as well as his badge number on the record at this time. Officer Hott.
Yes. Police Officer Nicholas Hott, badge 1789.
Thank you very much. Ms. Bradfield, how are we proceeding?
Ms. Young is aware of her trial rights. However, she would like to enter a responsible plea and accept the people's recommendation as it pertains to the city and the state, Your Honor.
All right. Now, which matters would she be pleading to and which matters are being dismissed?
She's pleading to SP 127-67841, the speeding matter, which will be reduced down to limited access speeding 1 to 5, which is 0 points. And she's also pleading to SP 127-68011, which will be amended. Just one moment, Your Honor. To MCL 28.425 F subsection 2, and everything else will be dismissed. Is that your understanding of the offer, Ms. Young?
Yes, ma'am.
And is that what you want to do today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. That MCL on the CCW matter, Ms. Bradfield, does that carry a mandatory fine?
$100 fine, Your Honor, and no suspension of her CPO license.
Okay. And Officer Hott, you are aware of this offer. Do you wish to be heard?
I'm aware of the offer, Your Honor, and I'm accepting of the offer.
All right. I thank you for being here. I just want to say this is unusual where 2 officers are involved, but not unheard of. Not unheard of. I'm old enough to remember some very, very unfortunate consequences when 2 officers are involved. So you just have to be on your guard and always be alert, Officer Young. And that's all I'm going to say about that at this time. I thank Officer Hott for being here. You may disconnect from the hearing. We appreciate you. Because this is a civil infraction that is being pled to and not a misdemeanor offense, I do not have to take a factual basis or swear in the defendant. I merely need or Ms. Young, under the circumstances, we'll refer to you as Ms. Young. We merely need your plea of responsible to the charge of the amended charge of driving 1 to 5 miles over the speed limit, which is a limited access charge, and the last 5 digits of that ticket number are 67841. Ms. Young, are you pleading responsible to that amended charge of driving 1 to 5 miles over the speed limit, limited access?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And to the charge of failure to disclose CCW, which is being amended to MCL 2.425 subsection 2. That is also a civil infraction, and the last 5 digits of that ticket number that you are pleading to are 68011. Are you pleading responsible to that amended charge as read into the record?
Yes, ma'am.
All
right. Are you satisfied, Ms. Bradfield?
Your Honor, I just want to, the statute is MCL 28.425F subsection 2.
Okay. All right. And if the court reporter has that, I won't repeat it since I may mess it up again. So if Madam Court Reporter has that, we'll accept that correction. And the court will accept the responsible plea to that matter as well. We will also accept the recommendation to dismiss all other matters previously read into the record. So the fine for the MCL charge to ticket number ending in 68011 is going to be $100. And as far as the fine for driving 1 to 5 miles over the speed limit, that fine is $125. So $225 is the total. These are civil infractions, so the fines and costs are due within 14 days. Are you able to pay those fines and costs within that 14 days, Ms. Young?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and the court's going to accept that. And we just really, really want to emphasize, especially with that concealed weapons charge, you know better than most. You have got to let the officers know of that whenever you're stopped. And I remember a very serious matter in the city of Detroit involving something similar. I won't recount the details of that case, but it was pretty devastating. So please be careful. If there are no other questions or concerns, you may disconnect from the hearing at this time.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. Ms. Bradfield, anything further for the live stream at this time?
We are ready on, I think she's in the waiting room. Give me just one moment.
What about Ms. Phyllis Guyton Robinson? Do you have anything ready for the live stream?
Nicola Williams for me, Your Honor.
Okay, so Ms. Bradfield, I'm going to bring in Nicola Williams, and is that Ms. Bradfield or Ms. Gayton
Bradfield, yeah. I'm ready for her. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so the court is calling case number, find Ms. Nicola Williams. Case number SP 136-20671. Nicola Lanice Williams, the charge is remaining in the park after closing. This is a date and time for pretrial. Nicola.
I'm here.
The courtroom. Ms. Williams, you've got a lot of background noise going on. Can you get to a place that's quieter?
Okay.
Please say your name for the record.
Nicola Williams.
Thank you. And who's representing Ms. Williams?
Daphne Bradfield on behalf of Ms. Williams. Your Honor, she would like to continue her not guilty plea. She is aware of her jury trial rights. However, she would like to ask that this matter be set for a bench trial. Is that correct, Ms. Williams?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Williams, the court will continue your not guilty plea. We will give you a bench trial date. Madam Clerk, what is that date?
March 7th, Your Honor. March 7th at 9 o'clock.
March?
Yes.
March.
That's what I think she said, March 7th? Is that
Um,
what you said, Madam Clerk?
Yes.
is it
What?
possible? Yeah, is it possible to move it a little sooner? This ticket is keeping her from getting a job.
I'm a nurse, and I mean, okay. Ugh.
Did Miss Williams have an offer?
She's not guilty, Your Honor.
I wasn't even there.
Ma'am, you cannot discuss the facts of the
All right,
case at this time.
Madam
I'm
Clerk,
sorry.
aren't we on an expedited schedule for bench trials? I thought we had to schedule within a certain time frame. Is that different?
Not for bench trial. I could give her an earlier date though, but it wasn't for bench trial. Because our docket is really heavy.
Okay.
Is it sooner for a jury trial? Man, I don't know.
I doubt it.
Hold on 1 second.
A jury trial, if a bench trial is in March, a jury trial will
Probably
be
at
in
the end of
August.
the year.
I can do January 10th.
January 10th, ma'am, at 9 a.m.
No,
It will
wait a
be,
minute. Sorry, because we're off that week. We're off the 9th through the 13th. Hold on 1 second. I can do the 17th, January 17th. The judges won't be here 9th through 10th. January 17th.
January 17, Ms. Williams, at 9 a.m. It will be a Zoom connection.
Will y'all send out a notice? I know.
I would write that down if I were you.
Yeah, you're right.
Notice in the mail, but there's no guarantee that you'll receive it by then, particularly with the holidays. So
You're right. This is so inconvenient. Okay, January 9th. January. I'm sorry. Ooh. January 17th.
at 9 a.m.
Nah. What day is that? On Tuesday? I'll find out. Okay, thank you. January 17th at 9 a.m. through Zoom.
Yes, ma'am. You may disconnect.
Thank you.
All right. Ms. Bradfield and Ms. Gabe Robinson, is anyone else ready at this time for the live stream?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Gaten Robinson, anyone for you? There's several people in the waiting room. Orlando Williams, David Waller. I guess, Madam Court Reporter, we can leave the live